Yo, what's up all my rockstars? It's CarsonRocks35 and welcome back to another episode of our PokeFind podcast. So mainly today we have to talk about all your guys' comments and our live streams. So if you did not pay attention to this last weekend, now this is being recorded on a Friday and not Saturday, so I do not know what I've done instead of my Saturday live streams yet. But as far as I know of, I've got maybe one, but hopefully one. But probably no live streams for this last weekend, and I want to explain why. Basically, I've got a lot going on. I have basically something going on one day out of each weekend that's coming up for like the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'm gonna be extremely busy, so it's been hard to try to schedule my live streams around it because I do all my recording basically at the end of the week for the week beforehand, as I've explained before. So I do want to go ahead and apologize for if I do miss any live streams with that. On top of that, with going on from that, our live stream should be Pokedex completion or Pokemon Unite. Those currently are the two rotations that we have going on for live streams. I'm thinking of another live stream series that I want to plan out for the future, but that's still on the back burner. I'm just trying to give you guys a little teaser right now, so make sure you look out for that, and I'll have more announcements when we get around to that time. But outside of that, not much to comment with the live streams. I mainly apologizing that if I miss any. I'm doing my best to get a live stream at least once or twice every single weekend that I possibly can. It's just a little hard to try to fit that into my schedule, that hour or so, especially because I don't want my live streams to be an hour. So I want my Pokedex live streams to be 3-4 hours, so I can sit there and chill with you guys for a long time. But let's toss all that out to the side. That's no longer our discussion topic. Let's go ahead and get right into the comments because there was not much to discuss for live stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the comments for you guys. Chris, 2 hours ago, so I don't have as many comments as I usually do because of the time I'm recording this, but that's okay. I just love reading your guys' comments, and make sure you comment down below more if you guys want me to read your comments, and so I can talk to you guys. That's the best part of it. I know I say it every episode of PokeFind Podcast, but I want you guys to know. So let's go ahead and get into it. Chris, you said good luck getting the last 2 subs for your 100 subs. Thank you, man. That was 2 hours ago. That was on my upload mishaps last week's episode of PokeFind. So I actually really appreciate that, man. And yes, we are 2 subs away from our first 100 subscribers, allowing us to eventually, if YouTube allows us, to get our own personal URL link to our channel. So instead of being, youtube.com/channel/UACAONAEFYX426 whatever, it can actually be www.youtube.com/channel/CarsonRocks35. So that's a big bonus, and that's gonna help out a lot. And it's just kind of a nice little achievement that we get, getting our first URL and everything officially to our channel. So I'm really looking ecstatic and psyched for that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Chris, you also said, sorry I haven't been watching most of your stuff recently. I've been busy packing up because I'm moving with my grandpa. That was also on the same video upload mishaps. Chris, I already responded to you, and I told you, good luck, man. Don't stress about watching the videos. As much as I want you guys to watch my videos, I'm not wanting you guys to prioritize them over your guys' lives. You guys have your own lives, and I appreciate when watching my videos. So get to them when you can, Chris, and I really appreciate you letting me know. And good luck with the move, man. I hope it all goes well. So, Nick, you commented 11 hours ago. You've actually got 3 comments here on the same episode, Venusaur No More. Kind of a tipping point in our PokeFind series. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out, because we're on Season 2 currently, and if you missed Season 1, you missed a lot of content. Make sure you go back and watch that. But you said, by the way, you can see the IVs without the IVs/IVs numbers next to the stats, and the IVs and the numbers to the right of each. Nick, I do know that. I really do. I know the IVs appear right next to the Pokemon stats since I've unlocked permanent IVs. It's such a habit from /EVs and doing /IVs that I just do it. It doesn't really matter which way we can do it. I think the percentages are just a little easier to read sometimes, but I do appreciate the comment, but I didn't know that already. You said also, since you've got so many coins, you can just buy a ton of berries and spam them on Golbat to evolve it because it increases happiness. Pokemon fan, you actually responded to that comment and said, I don't think that's how it works. The EV training should be enough to help level and evolve it. And then Nick, you responded, it is, I do it all the time. I just buy berries and make it max happiness. Nick, I appreciate that. That's actually not as big as a help as you might think. Let me go ahead and explain why. Mainly, buying berries at $4,000 a piece might not seem expensive on PokeFind now, but it actually is extremely expensive to do something like that. And yes, as it's a way to do it, but raising your happiness in PokeFind or Pokemon overall isn't as hard as some people might think. Raising happiness comes from having your Pokemon out of the Pokeball, battling with the Pokemon, from them leveling up. All of those things work. So when you get a Pokemon that you need to evolve from happiness and you're going to EV train it, that EV training, just because of how long it can take and then all the levels and XP you get off of that, it usually is enough to send that over on top of it to evolve it. So like when I did my Zubat into Golbat to Crobat off screen, because I was trying to prepare for the next episode of PokeFind, I had straight up just completely EV trained it, and by the time I was done EV training it, and I'll be all honest, I bought a bunch of rare candies so I could just instantly level him up. As soon as I was done giving him his rare candies, well, not even done, it was, I'd probably say about not even 20, 30 rare candies out of like the 60 I needed for him in, and he evolved right into Crobat. So I do see what you're saying, and I appreciate it, but I think it might be just a little bit of waste of your money. Nick, what I recommend next time is EV train your Pokemon first, and then after that, train him as much as you need to, and if he still hasn't evolved, check his happiness at Aunt Bibby, or do /happiness if you have that. If it's close enough, because I think it's the same count as EV training, like 252, once that's maxed out, or even close, it's worth to just kind of level him up and be with it so you save some money. You can still go with the berries if you want, but I think you might just be wasting some money there. But I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I appreciate the comment. And then you have another good one here, a pretty long one actually, and I know I've already read it, but I want to go ahead and read it again. I said, I could sweep the entire battle for Jeffa with just a Blissey. My Blissey moveset was Calm Mind, which is really interesting to use Calm Mind, because I know Blissey's a setup Pokemon, but in PokeFind, it's really hard to do it, with Toxic, Ice Beam, and Soft Boil. And what I want to do is max out its special defense with Calm Mind by using it 6 times, unless it gets a special defense dropped by an opponent. But I don't think any of them in PokeFind, because PokeFind doesn't really do stat drops, so I get what you're saying there. Do that, and Calm Mind also increases your special attack, so you can use Ice Beam, then Toxic to poison and double its damage every turn. And then you edit Soft Boil to heal up, etc. But then, then at the end, a Shadow Tyranitar comes in, which uses physical moves, so then just use some other pokes. Maybe you'll get a Snorlax to tank physical moves. Nick, there's a lot there. I'm going to go ahead and read my reply that I first gave you. I said, I don't want to say too much, but look out for next week's episode. Some real progress is finally made. Seriously, guys, make sure you watch next week's episodes for both Minecraft Achievement Hunt and PokeFind. They're a great set of series. I have a lot of fun episodes coming up for you guys. But basically, when it comes down to it, Nick, what I've got for that comment is I kind of like my Blissey setup. We can't do real damage with Blissey because we only have Double Slap, Toxic, Minimize, and then, you know, Soft Boil. But Minimize raises the evasiveness pretty well, and I do like that. I thought about getting rid of it, but only because we can use it once. That's still up in the air for me. Obviously, we keep Soft Boil and Toxic, but that's getting rid of Double Slap. Double Slap I do like only because of its quadruple hit. It's really helpful sometimes. Other than that, plus, you know, sometimes the flinching is more common with Double Slap. Ice Beam is a very good move, but I don't know if it's worth spending 100,000 to put it on there. And Calm Mind is also a very good move, but I just don't think it's worth the 200 grand I would have to put into the Pokemon, because you'll see next week how much Blissey can and can't take with certain Pokemon. And usually if it's to the point where we need to not use Blissey because it can't take a hit, there's no point of using Blissey anyways, because it's usually a physical attacker. If that is a special attacker that we're going against, it's completely reversed. We can either survive it or not, but setting up with Calm Mind, it usually seems to be really, really difficult for any Pokemon at all, because the way PokeFind sets up, it has damages that sometimes just don't make sense, and I think it might be a little too difficult to set up in the long run. I think it's a good short run plan. I would go ahead and stick with it and let me know, but I don't know if I want to change up my Blissey to that personally, but I will definitely think it over, man. For sure, because I ran into some instances that didn't make sense. Like, I won't tell you where. So in an episode, I fight Parson, and Parson takes down my Heracross with 2 Thunder Fangs, right? Both level 100. Thunder Fang is not stabbed from Donphan, and it's not super effective on me. The only thing it has is that it's a physical move like Donphan likes, so it's gonna do good damage. But it takes 2 of those to knock out my level 100 Heracross. But I can't kill the Donphan with 2 superpower or close combats from the Heracross, which are 1.5 times on stab, 2 times effective, and we're quicker. And it's a 120 base power move instead of like the 65-70 that Thunder Fang would do. And it was just a really ridiculous situation, and I'm actually still triggered about it because it doesn't make any sense at all. Let me know what you guys think about that entire story. I know I explained it very weird in the comment down below, because that was just not fun at all. And I think that's where we have our end of our comments today. There was a lot more to read with the comments, but a lot less comments to read. Anyways, before we wrap up, all I want to do is go over a couple things of our content that we've done lately, because you guys have been killing the support on it, and it's been absolutely amazing. So technically, like, even our latest episode of PokeFind has 6 comments on it, 4 likes, 8 views. That's really good for our video after the first day. You know, 8 views is pretty average for us after the first day. 6 comments though, that's insane. Usually we get anywhere from 0 to 4. So I really appreciate that, and that helped out a lot for the channel. Trying to think of what else. Like, 15 minutes to beat PokeFind Bingo. You guys might have been wondering why I said 2 weeks in a row for those, but you guys killed it with, you know, 4+ likes, and it keeps growing with 33 views last week, and the retention on it is very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this last weekend's episode of Pokemon Bingo. I'm not gonna make them every week or every other week. It's just something I saw you guys enjoyed, so I wanted to throw it out there again and see how we could do and what you guys thought of it. Outside of that, you guys have just been kind of killing it over the content overall. We're getting our steady views and our gains, and it's been really fantastic. I mean, some of our videos are going out of proportion that I wouldn't expect. Like, on the September 18th, we posted our 15 minutes in Pokemon then battle, but moves are 1 use only, right? I thought that would be an average video, you know, nothing out of proportion. I didn't really see it taken off brand. I just thought it was a good, fun video for the audience I know that could watch my channel. That thing since then has blown up to 138 views. Guys, that's ridiculous. Some of these things you guys have just been watching have blown up like crazy. We're up to 431 views on our 1000 days in Pixelmon, and it just keeps on going. In our older videos, you guys are gaining everything on them, and it is just amazing. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support, the love, and I think that's a great place to end off today's episode of PokeFind Podcast. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys all did enjoy. And I'll see you all later, my rock stars. Peace.